Hello, YouTube fans, here again. You could say it's sort of a sad day today, very sad day, even though it happened yesterday, very sad day. Now, if anyone want to know what I mean about yesterday, we lost a very good actor. An actor what I remember reviewing the TV series and so on. That would have been the actor that played this character. But what's this? And the 10-year century. That's right, the actor here. I can never remember his name. I should remember his name. It's a sin, I know. But for now, but Waters, I will get his name, look it up, and you'll probably see it on the basically on when I like download this video. But yeah, but Waters, the actor that does, is sadly no longer with us. All I know is he was 82. He was diagnosed, I can't speak a word right, diagnosed, I should say, with cancer. Cancer to me sucks. I've lost a lot of family members. I've lost some of my friends with cancer. Cancer sucks ass. That's all I can say. If anyone's lost a friend, family member, or anything, that illness, it sucks. But yeah, but Rogers, the actor, may rest in peace. Because I remember reviewing that. And I remember reviewing the second series. And yes, they was going to do a third series. But as I remember saying, when I reviewed this, it was on the worst network going, being the ABC. But I do know that in 1979, thanks because of the success of Star Wars, they were going to do Buck Rogers. For anyone may or may not know this, in the 1930s, 1940s, we already had Buck Rogers. Just like we had Fast Jordan, they had Buck Rogers. But sci-fi, you can go into the history of sci-fi, early 70s, you had a few oldies and onto stuff with gems, let's say like Westworld, Logan's Run, and so on. But other ones, too predictable. Sci-fi was a dinosaur, it was a fossil. You've heard me say it. Thanks because of Star Wars, it brought back sci-fi, and that's when they decided to bring back Buck Rogers. And the actor at first, being Buck, he was hesitant. He was hesitant to play this role, but then, if I remember right, his agent said it would be the best thing for you to do. Go for it. He decided to do it. So in '79, they did the Terrifiers theatrical movie, and I've got the movie. And I've got to admit, when you see the opening, I actually love it. It feels like I'm watching a James Bond movie, because the opening's not like the first series where you got 1987 and you got it flying along. You first hear about the rocket, it's based in 1987, and he's been frozen, you just see him lying down, you see her, just his sexy move on him, you've got all these sexy women doing this exotic dance, you've got the song, When Will I Be Here Again? I'm not going to do the rest, but you know it, they use it for the theme tune, Buck Rogers and the 20th Century. And I like that. I just feel though in the movie version, they should have showed a bit more of Buck being down, miserable, maybe visiting his wife's grave. Was he married? Did he have kids? Visiting the gravestones. One way, it would have been a bit depressing going that route. But saying that, I feel it was a lot more better angled than Demolition Man. Remember Demolition Man? Sylvester Stallone, where he gets frozen and he's in the future. I feel that for that, the movie version of Buck Rogers, it was played out better. So I do actually like the movie one. I might talk about a few of the episodes I like. I do like the one where Jamie Lee Curtis was in it, which was very funny. It was like one day after she did R.I.P, and there she was in a TV series. And some of them I like. I like the fact you had Jack Palance. He had them red hands and he could kill people with them. And Buck Rogers managed to outsmart him.
And you know straight away the actor he plays a character you love. He's a likeable character. There's a bit in it where in the movie one, it's in his nightclub and you got disco music. But I admit I had a few chuckles there. I like the little robot which is there. You know, the cocky little robot. Minute. The one made that funny noise, which I do know was paid by a real little person in real life. I like that touch. I mean, he's a likeable character. Straight away, he's a likeable character. You know what I mean? He's down to earth. He comes up with humour because it's in the future. The people in the future don't get his humour because they get his finger. Yes, it's based on 87. And it's sad in one way because the actor, before he died, said a date thing about Tosmos, about he's going to go into Tosmos, into another world. And to me, the actor's not dead. People might think I'm weird saying that. He's not dead because he'll always be remembered as this character, Buck Rogers. I always remember him as Buck Rogers. To me, he is Buck Rogers and always will be Buck Rogers. Even though we have the 1930s ones and the serial days, he is Buck Rogers. He did a new look. Yeah, you could say it's a spin-off of Star Wars, but in that era, we already had that. We had the Black Hole. Remember that? The Black Hole with Anthony Perkins. You know what I mean? We had sci-fi horror in 1979, like Ridley Scott's Alien. So it wasn't like this was just the only one. I remember doing Battlestar Galactica. We come out 1 year before we had Buck Rogers. So the first series, I actually love these. And I remember saying the second series, it wasn't the best. It's when it was coming into 1981. I think they tried to make it more friendly and so on. But I don't mind some of them. I don't mind some of the episodes. But you do Bing in, we can find him. I don't think he's on here. Down to see if he is, I can't see him. The one that's dressed up as Orc, that's when he makes his appearance. I like that character. But I also remember the very last one, where he says, what were we fighting for? When he sees how selfish humanity is. It's predictable, but it makes sense. When people are selfish, they don't want to help the thinking man. And he actually makes that pronouncement. He discusses that people could be so selfish. I mean, you think about it, the world is a selfish place. Not everyone. But we do live in a selfish world. And I think when he said them lines in the very last series, he nailed it. He fucking nailed it. That was a damn good performance. A damn good performance. So after Buck Rogers, thanks for being on the Versus Network, sad to say the actor never did a lot after that. Did a few shows here and there, made a few guest appearances on other TV shows, but he never really made it big. I could be right, I could be wrong. I just didn't think he made it that big from the days of when he did Buck Rogers and the 20th Century. But I love these days, and I missed the actor already. It's damn sad. We lost a damn good actor, a very unestimated actor. I would have loved to see what his talents would have been like after Buck Rogers, but it was never to be. But minute silence for the man. Thank you. May he rest. In my eyes, he's now in space, he's in Tosmo, he's in the future. And to me, he will always be Buck Rogers. May he rest. No one else will ever replace this character. May he rest in peace. See you later.